Hi, I'm Jody Kostelnik, the owner, maker, creator, everything behind the Neighborgoods, based here in Washington, D.C. I started back in 2014. That's when I took my first screen printing class, and it kind of slowly grew from there. I used to run my own graphic design business, and through the design business, I eventually transitioned to working on clients in the food industry, and nobody would hire me because I never had that experience, and so I just started illustrating food I picked up at the farmer's market and recipes that I like to bake and cook. And so it happened to be around the fall, right before the holidays, and I thought these would be cute on dish towels. And so I was gonna sign up for just a weekend workshop and thought, oh, this is too complicated to do just for the holidays. So I ended up scrapping the idea, but then signing up for a whole semester course the following year. And then that's when it all started, back in 2014. And then I took the class 3 times, and I was up in New York City. And then in 2015, in the summer, I moved down to DC, and then it grew a bit more down here. I moved here 5 years ago for my husband's job, so it was a fluke that I ended up here. I originally started the business up in Brooklyn, New York. That's where I learned how to screen print, and then we moved down to DC at the summer of 2015 for just a year, and ended up staying here for, it's been 5 years now. But I think DC has really helped my business grow more than it would have, say, up in New York. It's just this community loves to support their makers. They love DC. They love to, support local, and I think it allowed me to grow even more than I would have anywhere else. My customers are mostly women, and they're foodies or people who just love food and love to gift, and we say that they just like happiness and joy and like something to bring some happiness to their everyday life. "2020 has definitely been a rough year with the coronavirus, for sure. We did a lot of pivots and adapting, and some changes that ended up working out really well for us. So we used to have a sale bin we used to have a market. We used to work at farmers markets, and those were all canceled completely for the whole year until the downtown market at the end of the year here. But we used to have a sale bin, and had all these leftover towels and that we needed to do something with that we usually sold in person. And so we ended up making masks out of them. So we pivoted to making masks, which is a product that I never thought I'd make. But yeah, that's been really great, and we're glad that we were able to provide a product that everybody needed. And it's been great to get people to learn about us and bring them to our website, which also has all of the sales channels have flip-flopped in our business, where wholesale and markets, in-person markets and selling have been our top income, money making, and website was at the bottom, but now our website is our top seller, bringing money in, and everything else is secondary. And we did have a storefront. We opened in May 2019 in Shaw, and we did have to close the store in October. I just had the opportunity to get out of my lease early, and it seemed like the right move, and so we moved back into my home studio in my basement, and so that was a big change for the business, but we're just working with it and taking the changes as they come and adapting to see what's next. I think our customers that have always been around have definitely stuck with us, and then I think we've gained a lot of new customers through we got a lot of PR on our masks, and so I think people found us through that, and they have become great customers, and I think they've been buying up our products, and I think it's something that brings them joy in this time of sadness, and everybody needs something that just like brightens their everyday, and we're glad to provide that. And they've been buying from us and sending to somebody else, so it's been great to give them a way to gift something fun and nice that their friends and family can use just to uplift them during the hard times here this year. For the future operating plans, yeah, COVID switched it up a little bit. Like I said, it made everything flip-flop, and now we're focusing way more on our website than we ever have. And through that, we're going to do more marketing and PR and that kind of planning versus the in-person and wholesale, because that's still kind of not happening as much. And so we also, had plans to have the store, and that we put on hold until after COVID. So we're just riding out COVID, changing up our future plans to do more online marketing and push people there. And then once everything gets back to like whatever the new normal is, we'll take it from there. We benefited from the DC micro grant program this year. It was awesome that they were able to provide that, and it was at the time I had the store and we had overhead, the overhead for insurance and the bills and employees, and so it really helped us at that time when there were so many unknowns. This will be my third year participating. The first year I shared a booth with a fellow maker, and since then I've grown and had my own booth last year, and this is the first year I've done a longer period, and it's been great so far this year. We're glad to be back and selling to customers in person. Downtown Market has been different this year. They of course have new restrictions and set it up differently, which is actually nicer. It gives everybody more room to shop around, and they are limiting the amount of people, but there's still a lot of people coming, and sales, it's been our best year at the market, which is great. And I find people, it just feels less stressful and just more pleasant to be there, other than having to wear the mask and distance. But yeah, so it's been a little bit of a shift, but I think it's overall done really well, and it's been a great year for us. Year-round, you can find us on our website at theneighborgoods.com. And you can buy there all year long. And you can find us in a few local stores. You can find us in stores all over the country, but in DC, we're in a few local stores like Shop Made in DC, Steadfast Supply, and a few others. You can find them on our website. And you can also find out what we're up to on Instagram at the Neighborgoods with Love.